All right, folks, I want to welcome you into this week's edition of Marketing Your Ministry with Earl Hall. Let me just say, I have had such a tremendous response from the broadcast that I did on Tuesday. I'm literally overwhelmed. As I'm recording this, I'm looking at my clock here. It's 4:55 p.m. on Thursday. And, I'm trying to get this particular broadcast out. We've got a lot of stuff to cover. But since I did that broadcast on Tuesday, and again, I want to thank everyone, and God bless you for all the tremendous emails that I've gotten based on that broadcast, the videos that have come in, the phone calls that I've had every single day. I can't say thank you enough. But I want to say a special thank you. I've got a ton of notes here that I got to get through in this episode. I'm still going to get to your tip of the day. I'm still going to get to the question of the week, actually coming up from Pastor Smith as well, and some other things that I want to cover. And we're going to do this in 15 minutes or less, because I got to. Anyway, special thanks to Pastor Vaughn Brazel and Sister Teresa Brazel. They sent me a video that literally had me in tears from what they were saying. I've spoken to countless pastors over the past couple of days, and it's been, I'm not sure of the words to really use, but it's been a humbling experience that I've had over the past couple of days. And the constant message that I continue to get from people is that they really want to help the body of Christ. They really want to help people. That is my passion. And I want to help everyone that has that same passion to accomplish that goal and do those things as well. And in order to do that, forgive me as I look at these notes, because I just have to make sure that I cover what I want to cover in this particular video that you're watching at this particular time. But the thing that I really want to get across today, the really essential message, am I saying that correctly? Essential message that I want to get across is becoming remarkable. You need to be remarkable. Meaning that when people see what it is that you're doing, and because you do it in such excellence and with such passion, that people can't help but remark on it. You being a church leader and in ministry, there should be such a passion that you have for helping the people of God that it ought to be seen and it ought to be felt. I've been doing a lot of studying and a lot of reading and a lot of talking in regards to love in the past couple of days. And really what that is all about. We spend so much time on so many different things in our lives trying to make sure that we get this right and we get that right, particularly those of us that really, really want to walk in the will of God and do His will, that we forget, I believe, that if we concentrate on love, Jesus said that it's the most important thing. If you understand love, then there's a lot of things that just automatically come with that. The first thing in the fruit of the Spirit, love. And when you love, that is the most essential thing that you need to have. And when you couple that with your passion for what it is that you do, I know that some of you are tired right now. Some of you are really, can I use the word disgusted with some of the things that you're going through in your ministries, dealing with the people that you have to deal with. But don't forget your passion. And don't forget why you're doing what it is that you're doing, because those people need you. And when they can feel the love that you have for them, and when they can see that passion that you have to sincerely see them want to succeed and accomplish and overcome every obstacle in their lives, they will be devoted to you as their pastor, as their leader. Had a conversation today, which there's been many, but today in particular, I had a conversation with a pastor. And I said that, people join your ministry not, and listen to what I'm saying, it's not right off the bat because of God. They join your ministry because they trust you. They've developed a trust in you as God's representative to trust you with their spiritual development. It's an awesome undertaking. And you have to take that with the seriousness and with the gravity that is required. Understand that people are looking for answers. People are looking for leaders. Be a remarkable leader. Be exactly what it is that you imagine yourself to be. And that's usually way above where we are personally. I'm talking about you and I. Where we imagine ourselves to be is usually way above where we currently are. Be where you imagine yourself to be. You set the example. Be that leader that people are looking for that is, in their estimation, remarkable. And I believe if you do that, God will do the rest. Just give it your all. Didn't mean to get preachy there, and I apologize if I did, but I feel this. And I feel that the world is looking for leaders. The world is looking for those that are going to set the bar, set the example of what this is all about, and be exactly what people are looking for and desiring. People are looking for people to believe in. Of course, we can't equate ourselves with God, but we can live a life that people can want to exemplify. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to attain that goal. Do your absolute best. Be a remarkable pastor. Okay, up next, we're going to have my tip of the day. Okay, my tip of the day today is going to be actually an assignment. I want everyone that watches this video, I want you've heard me talk about for the past weeks or however many times you've been watching me or whatever, you've heard me talk about creating videos to establish yourself as an authority so that people also can get to know, like, and trust you way before they ever get inside the four walls of your sanctuary. Once you start developing videos so that these people can start developing that relationship with you, by the time they come into your sanctuary, they'll have already made the decision to join. Your assignment that I want you to do, exactly, I want you to make a video. That's all I want you to do. I want you to make a video to the people that you're looking to target and bring into your ministry. I want you to talk to them, not preach to them. I want you to talk to them, and I want each of you to give them an example of how they can overcome an obstacle in their life. It could be drugs, could be alcohol, could be a bad marriage, could be bad kids, it could be, parental issues, it could be mental issues, whatever it is. I want each of you pastors, each of you church leaders this week to commit to make one video that will help someone. Don't preach to them. Just talk to them. Let them see who you are. Let them see your heart so that they can start identifying with who it is that you are. We've heard too many sermons. We've been preached to for too long. People are looking for an example. People are looking for a leader. I want you to make a video. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be real. That's it. It just has to be real. If you've got a fear of doing it, get over your fear and get in to start creating these videos that I'm talking about. I want each of you to create the video and send me the video, and I will distribute your video. I want to encourage as many people as we can possibly encourage in the next 7 days. I'll put your video up on my Facebook page, on my fan page. I'll distribute it out to everyone that I know, and I want you to do the same. And as I distribute it out to each of you pastors, I want each of you pastors to take each video that I send to you and distribute it out to all the people that you know. I want this to go around the world, and I want the world to be encouraged because you had the courage to be a remarkable pastor and to encourage people to live their best and do their best. This isn't about preaching to the world. This is about encouraging the world with a word that will let them know, you know what, I can do this. Will you do that for me? Because if you do that for me, I'll make sure that in turn, I make sure that everyone hears about what it is that you're doing. So that's my tip of the week. Hopefully, I want you to do that. Email me at earl@earlhall.net and let me see those videos. All right. Up next, we're going to have our question of the week from Pastor Smith.
This is Reverend Smith, North Buffalo Community Church. Hey, Earl, I watched the video yesterday. It's pretty good stuff, man. I'm looking forward to what 2011 is going to bring for all of us as we grow our ministries. I do have a video question, and that is, what would you recommend are the top 3 sites that we should use to put our podcasts on? Once we make our audio files, where should we upload those podcasts that we might be able to get some traction on the internet? Thank you.
Okay, Pastor Smith, thank you so much for sending in that video question. I know sometimes it's tough probably for some people to send in the video and, get it to work right and all that kind of stuff. I know sometimes it can be a chore and a bother, but I thank each and every one of you that are sending me these video questions. And if any of you looking have a video question, you can always go ahead and make your video, upload it to a share site like YouTube or even Facebook. Email me at earl@earlhall.net. And I will answer your question right on the show. Now, Pastor Smith, you asked about podcasting and, the 3 sites that you should use. It's funny you asked for 3. But anyway, because there's one that I encourage people to use, which will actually translate into more than one. And I'll explain that. For my own podcast, I use a site called Podbean. It's PODBEAN.com. PODBEAN, podbean.com. We started using that for our audio podcast only. And subsequently what happens, if you use Podbean, they'll also set you up with an iTunes and show you how to set your podcast up on iTunes. As of last week, some of you may know, we are now on iTunes. We can be downloaded to people's iPods, your very own iPod, and you can see our very own podcast by going to www.churchgrowthmomentumclub.com or even earlhall.net, and you'll see where we have our audio podcast. Audio podcasting is great. Video is awesome, but so is audio podcasting, and there's a spot for it. There's a reason to do it, because what you can do with audio, like I said, you can download it on your iPod, take it to the gym, take it in your car. The different messages that you preach, and especially those particular little tidbits that you give out during the week that are just there to encourage people. Even with your videos, you want to make them available on podcast as well. And if there's one place I do endorse, it's podbean.com. I don't get anything out of it. I'm just letting you know that this is where I go and this is what I use. So you asked, so I told. Everyone that has a podcast, whether it's audio or video, go to www.podbean.com and find out right there how you can start getting your podcast distributed, not only with a regular RSS feed on Podbean, because they give you your own website too, believe it or not. You got to check it out. But they also set you up and show you how to set up your account on iTunes so you can be heard by the largest podcasting shared site in the world, which everyone knows is iTunes. Well, I'm about to wrap it up here, and I want to ask a favor. Everyone that is watching this video, and I got to read this to make sure I say it right, I want you to go to my website at earlhall.net or either at churchgrowthmomentumclub.com. I want you to find my Facebook fan page. I want you to like me on Facebook. You can follow me on Facebook there too. Also, my personal page, you can just look me up on Facebook. It's just Earl Hall. Look me up there. Follow me there. Also, join my free site, which I talk about a lot, and you may be watching this on. It's churchgrowthmomentumclub.com. Also, put my 2 websites in your favorites. I want you to do that. It's earlhall.net as well as churchgrowthmomentumclub.com. And one thing I want to do, I want to get more of your comments and questions. Wherever it is that you're watching this video, let me know a comment or a question that you have. In regards, if you've got a comment that maybe you want to give me some encouragement, or you just want to say how much you like the show or some things you'd like to know about or see, let me know those things. Don't be silent. Let me know what it is that you think. In particular, if you have a question, let me know that as well. Look, I hope this particular broadcast has been helpful for you, and I'm going to be back here next week as well. Don't forget, every Tuesday, 11 a.m., I do a live broadcast. That's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at churchgrowthmomentumclub.com. You've got my live broadcast. Catch me live on the air. It's a live call-in. You can ask me questions. And, of course, every Thursday, my YouTube broadcast, which you're watching right now. Marketing Your Ministry with Earl Hall. Thank you so much. God bless you, and I'll see you soon.